Did you know that the skin of red grapes hides a secret to youth? Imagine a natural compound that could help keep your heart healthy, your skin young, and even protect your cells from daily damage. It almost sounds like a magic potion, right? Well, this compound exists and it's called resveratrol. In this video, I'm going to explain in a simple way what resveratrol is, what it's for, what foods you can find it in, and how to incorporate it into your routine to reap its benefits. Stay tuned until the end to find out why many call it the Elixir of Youth. What is resveratrol? Resveratrol is a natural compound, a type of polyphenol or phytonutrient that some plants produce to defend themselves against threats like fungal or bacterial infections. In simple terms, it's like the antioxidant shield of certain plants. It's found mainly in the skin of red grapes, which is why red wine contains resveratrol, as well as in other foods that we will mention later. To understand it easily, resveratrol is an antioxidant. Antioxidants are substances that protect our cells against enemies called free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that cause cell damage and are associated with aging and many diseases. Resveratrol helps neutralize these free radicals, acting like a tiny molecular hero that keeps damage in our body at bay. That's why it is said to have anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, and protective effects for our health. Now that you know what resveratrol is, let's see what it's for and what benefits it offers. Resveratrol has caught the attention of scientists and doctors because it seems to offer many health benefits. Here are some of its main advantages backed by its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Number 1. Reduces the risk of certain cancers. Thanks to its antioxidant power, resveratrol helps prevent damage to the DNA of cells caused by free radicals. This could reduce the risk of developing some types of cancer in the long term. In laboratory studies, resveratrol has been shown to slow the growth of cancer cells. Number 2. Prevents premature aging. Would you like to keep your skin looking young for longer? Resveratrol could help. Its antioxidants act like a shield against the damage that causes wrinkles and skin aging, keeping it firmer and healthier. In other words, it helps your skin cells not to age so quickly, fighting the effects of the sun, pollution, and oxidative stress. That's why many anti-aging creams include resveratrol among their ingredients. Number 3. Protects the heart and circulation. This compound is famous for its potential benefits for the heart. Resveratrol helps relax and dilate blood vessels, improving circulation. It can also reduce the oxidation of bad LDL cholesterol, which prevents harmful plaques from forming in the arteries. Studies suggest that consuming resveratrol, for example through red wine in moderation, is associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks or hypertension. In fact, part of the explanation for the famous French paradox, why in France they had fewer heart problems despite a high-fat diet, points to the resveratrol present in red wine. Number 4. Takes care of the brain and mental functions. Resveratrol also has a neuroprotective effect. Initial research indicates that it could protect neurons and support healthy brain function. Its benefits are being studied in neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, since its antioxidant properties could reduce cell deterioration in the brain. This means that, potentially, resveratrol could contribute to better memory and brain function as we age. Number 5. Improves cholesterol and metabolic health. Another observed benefit is that resveratrol could help lower triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, in the blood. In animal studies, for example, it was seen that its consumption reduced total cholesterol and improved good HDL cholesterol. In addition, it appears to improve insulin sensitivity and blood glucose regulation, which is helpful in preventing diabetes and managing body weight. Speaking of weight, some studies in people with obesity found that supplementing with resveratrol increased weight loss compared to not taking it. Remember, it is not a magic pill to lose weight. It should always go hand in hand with a balanced diet and exercise. Number 6. Anti-inflammatory action and immune system support. Resveratrol has anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce chronic inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is linked to many diseases from joint pain to heart problems, so any nutrient that reduces it is welcome. In addition, studies show that it has an antimicrobial effect, that is, it can inhibit the growth of certain harmful bacteria and fungi. For example, in the laboratory, it stopped the growth of the fungus Candida albicans and bacteria that cause digestive infections. This suggests that it could support the immune system and thus keep some infections at bay. An elixir of longevity? Because of all these antioxidant effects, researchers are exploring whether resveratrol could help us live longer and better. In animal models like certain fish, worms, and even mice, they have observed that high doses of resveratrol extended their life expectancy by activating genes related to longevity. Remember, including antioxidants in our diet definitely puts us on the path to healthier aging. If so far you are finding this information useful, I invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell to continue receiving information that will help you take care of your health and stay young inside and out. Let's continue. The foods where resveratrol can be found include, of course, red or purple grapes, especially their skin. From them derive other products with resveratrol such as red wine and purple grape juice. Other foods rich in resveratrol are berries such as blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, peanuts and walnuts, cocoa and dark chocolate, and fruits like apples, pears, and peaches. Ideally, consume these foods in their natural form: a bunch of grapes as a snack, a handful of peanuts or walnuts, add berries to yogurt, or a square of dark chocolate from time to time. How can it be consumed? In addition to natural foods, resveratrol is available in dietary supplements, sometimes labeled as trans resveratrol, which is the most active form. These supplements usually come in capsules or powders and promise to deliver a concentrated dose of the compound. In the description of this video we leave you some links to good quality resveratrol supplements so that if you decide to include it in your routine, you have safe and reliable options. Recommended dose. The most common is a dose of 250 to 500 milligrams per day to start. Although some research has used up to 1500 milligrams, it is recommended to always start with low doses and consult a healthcare professional if you are taking medications or have any special condition. When to take it? Many people take it in the morning with breakfast or with a meal that contains a little healthy fat to improve its absorption. Resveratrol is very safe. However, supplements can cause, in some people, upset stomach, nausea, or diarrhea, especially if taken in very high doses. It could also interfere with certain medications such as blood thinners and is not recommended for pregnant women, breastfeeding women, or people with sensitive hormonal conditions. That is why we always recommend that you consult with your trusted doctor before you start consuming any supplement. Remember to include more resveratrol-rich foods in your daily diet. If you decide to try supplements, do so responsibly and always consult with a professional. Remember that resveratrol is not a substitute for healthy habits. It is an ally, not a miracle. Like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe and activate the bell for more content to help you live better. Share this video with someone who also wants to take care of their health. See you in the next video. Take care and remember that health is the true treasure.